just going to say what is true. If you didn't vote or you voted for an independent, you gave your vote to Trump while saying that you're not for him. This is for or addressed to those who look like me, who didn't vote or voted for an independent with all of this privilege, who say that they're not MAGA, they're not for Trump, they're extremely left. They blame MAGA. What do you need? Arguing endlessly with no one listening to each other won't get you what you need. Scream into the void, not listening. It doesn't change the fact by not voting or voting independently, you voted for Trump. With all the energy we waste throwing delusions at each other, we could be getting close by now to freeing ourselves from the Electoral College to have accurate elections, which would be revolutionary. These leftists would be all that they claim to be if they listened to Ruwa Roman, first Palestinian to be elected in the state of Georgia. He's everything we need in this diverse and divided country. Surely one has to be blind with rage, which is entirely understandable, but that doesn't change the harm that these certain leftists have done. According to these certain leftists, the system crumbling is worth millions of people losing their health care, their food stamps, their rights, and many marginalized people to be in more harm's way with this administration. These white leftist extremists say that they care for these marginalized people and they voted for Trump. Yes, Trump said that he wants to destroy America, but in a way that is not good for anyone. It seems that these leftist extremists don't care about all the Americans like Ruwa Roman who don't consent to this. These leftist extremists are hurt. Like, we're all hurt. These leftist extremists, with their hurt, they want everyone else to hurt just like them. We are all hurt. I understand thinking there's no other possible way for things to get better without the destruction of this country. Then we can start fresh. It doesn't work like that, but to be clear, what I want the indigenous people of this land to have their land back, which is slowly but surely being returned. I want every single person in Congress to represent the diversity of this country. So I work to help get decent people elected, which then opens the doors to get even better people elected. You should run for office. In the words of these leftist extremists, it'll all fall apart faster with Trump. That's to say, in other words, all the people who won't survive another Trump term don't matter, which is insane and insanely wrong. There is just a painfully long list of all the things wrong with that. Facts that the extreme left ignores or refuses to face. Facts like human nature. The extreme left has caused further isolation, alienation, and polarization. All that is exactly what makes everything so much worse. In short, and I don't like summing up such heavy things in a sentence because we have the tendency to project so much that we twist the sentence so it becomes something that it never was in reality. The leftist that I'm speaking of, what you stand for is right. How you stand for it is wrong, since it hurts everyone. This hurt that we all feel, what matters is what we do with that hurt. Vote about it, and then get to work building something that works.